2, live.
We're live?
Yes.
Okay, hello from Chicago. As always, people complain about the sound quality. There's no question about that. Klemmer's here. Jeff D. Lowe is here. The boys are in Watertown as we get ready for taping the reunion show today, which will air Thursday. We have seen the last two episodes, which you had to see before the reunion. Interesting. I will just say this. The solution, and you guys will be hearing this joke again, maybe crafted differently in about 6 hours. The solution to these fires in California is just to bring the girls from Barstool out there. They will cry enough. It will be gone. I'm not spoiling anything. Maybe there's 4 girls. Maybe there's 3 girls left. But there's enough tears in these episodes that, holy Jesus.
It's something. I haven't been on a live show to talk about this show, and I'm like, we get a dump button.
That's true. Well,
I'm like,
I mean,
terrified.
The BO boys here, as usual. It's like, can't have anything. People just come in and just take it.
2 people who love movies and Chris Klemmer.
No, that's not. That's true. You're so excited. Jeff is so excited to do this.
Are you going to see that movie this weekend with
I've seen 2 movies.
What was one I texted you? The Klemmer. See the Klemmerette?
The two women.
Yes.
Yeah.
What they called?
I forget, but I know exactly what you're talking about with SZA.
Yes, yeah.
SZA, yeah.
SZA. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Saturday morning. I'll be spending my Saturday morning with SZA.
Oh, there you go. Good. That's over 1,000 screens.
Oh yeah, I think that's going to be like 3,000 screens. Yeah.
So if a movie opens less than 1,000 screens, but then expands over 1,000 screens,
I have to see it.
you have to see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does it count though if he sees it before? Like, do you have to go back and see the demo once it's out? Okay.
No, that's crazy.
The BO boys didn't seem to think that counted
What
whatsoever.
that's Stolen Valor? If you go, you got to see it when it's over 1,000 screens.
No. Let's say The Damned, which isn't going to happen. Let's say The Damned expanded over 1,000 screens, but I saw it when it was 660. No, I saw it. No,
Okay.
That's fair.
Have you seen Den of Thieves 2 yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't like it.
Actually, I liked it more than the first.
Oh, there you go. I'm not a fan of the franchise.
I wouldn't recommend it, but I thought it was way more fun than the first one.
Okay, good. There you go. So yeah, how you feeling heading into today? I imagine there'll be some questions asked about you.
Yeah, I would kind of be surprised if there's too much. I feel like I don't know, vote out so early. Like,
yeah,
I'm like Ron and I were talking. Like, we're kind of just here for the ride a little bit. Like, whatever's asked, we'll answer. But
right.
like, I feel like we're not the story. So
I feel like there's 2 games: the guys who were before the pink wedding and after the pink wedding.
Yes.
Yeah, if you made the pink wedding, it's like you're kind of part. But like you guys, you and Roan and Francis were enough where you should be here.
Yeah, I mean, we were in the jury, so we had a vote, so we should have to explain our vote if need be. But I also feel like the madness started with the pink wedding, and we weren't part of that madness.
Right. Well, what do you think of this? Is probably a Survivor thing, but like we voted, and there are so many things now I didn't know then, having watched it. But I feel like today we should.
Jeff Probst always says that because Russell Hantz, the very famous.
That's the guy Dave always talks about. Yeah.
Yes, he probably should have won. People
Right.
were very bitter, but Jeff Probst says, that's the game. He goes, the game is winning it
in the moment
on the island.
Yeah,
that is
fair.
the challenge.
That's fair.
Yeah.
There's so many things now. I'm not even saying I would vote differently, but there's just so many things I just didn't know. When you're on other teams, like I didn't see Dave and Rhea at all till the pink wedding. I saw them, but I didn't see play the game.
That's like real Survivor, though. Like real
I know,
Survivor, you
mean,
don't get to see the challenges.
I'm not sure that's right or much. But I'm just saying I understand that's the established thing. I'm not sure it's right.
It did come up. We actually we talked about it over the summer. We said, because that is a tricky thing, is this show is not Survivor. You guys are not separated on islands. There's not $100 million CBS crew keeping you separated, and things like saying votes out loud. Like there's just things that happen, and we said, like, do we do it where they actually vote after they watch? And we're like, no, that's the one thing where I was like, no, it makes how you play fully different.
Also, the owner of CBS is not in the game.
True.
And the vice president of CBS are not in the game. Yeah. What was that, Dave?
I was just laughing at that. That's all. It was a good joke.
Oh, God. If I need this in my life this early.
We should have turned off our mics.
You want to talk about awful. That fucking producer show yesterday.
It's awful. We've said it every single time we've done it. We've always said it was awful. Awful.
You guys went over. I thought I was listening to fucking Dale Arnold and Bob Newmeyer. You guys are going over the Patriots. You said talk.
You said talk about whatever you want.
Colleen said at one point we were thinking of going live at the Vrabel press conference.
Oh my God! What
really?
Well,
did you say that?
We were trying to think of ways to make it funny. It wasn't just like we were.
would go to our show to listen to that press conference.
It's the two of us. Justin and I are not good hosts. We shouldn't be doing things like that. We're producers.
Everybody in the network has. I mean, Klemmer host show. I mean, you have to be talented. It doesn't matter.
Unnecessary show,
right?
but that's fine.
And then I don't even know what you're talking.
The guest was good. That was the real premise of the producer show, was vetting the guest.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's going to go on the network, and then we're going to book him.
But he was like pretty good. Like you put on what's his face? There's a guy. Bish.
Bish was fantastic.
Still
Bish knew his role.
Still talking about Bish.
Yeah, Bish knew his role. He was great.
Yeah.
I woke up yesterday.
Oh yeah, what was this?
Was put in a Minifan group chat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And I was asked by the person who created it, along with other people, if I could at any point in time, and I do have to reply to this person, host Mike and the Minifans.
As the permanent host.
As one of the rotating hosts. Do you want to hear who was included on this ask?
Sure.
Andy Mayo was the asker.
It would have been one of my first picks.
Mick.
Sure.
John and Warren.
Sure. Oof.
Cinema Lords. Pat Ford.
The
Coleman.
I was saying the basketball team.
Yeah.
Coleman.
Squad. Yeah.
John from Scranton. The country of Australia was tagged in this.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Jackson from Australia.
Yeah.
Bio Dude.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And Joe the Axe.
Wow, what a crew!
And this thing was all day yesterday. I'm still in it. I don't know why.
If you
Mayo asked if I could. I'll commit to one.
You should do one.
Yeah, well, I'll do one.
Okay, good. What a crew!
Why didn't Mick
crew.
just take it over? Mick should just do Mick and the Minifans.
I agree. I'd be the first guy to back that endeavor. I don't know if he. I mean, yeah, he should do that. He's done it before. He's hosted that a few times, right? Right, Justin?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's like perfect for him. I think he'd be good at it. I think it would be a regular thing. I liked Mike and the Minifans back when it was.
It made your debut.
I did.
You got
That's
kicked
where he
off.
Klemmer got kicked off. Mike kicked him off. He hated him for like 5 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. Because were you just being annoying or something?
No, I think I was speaking truth. Like they want to talk about this bracket thing, and I wanted to talk about the show.
That a boy.
And then you went on the next day, and you're like, I like this guy. It's Quantum Week Chris.
We are now.
Look at
this is how it happens. I mean, it's not because of me. I don't want to say that. You've done it on your own.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
I was downstairs. I think I've told this story. I was downstairs here in that kitchen before Klemmer got voted out. And it was in the air, but I wasn't sure, so I didn't want to panic him. I didn't know. But I heard somebody say, I said, "You feeling good?" And you were like, "Good, really good."
I did feel good. You should have. I didn't have it.
I wasn't like.
You should have given me a scoop.
But I wasn't like. It was like a Rico like running. It was. He said everybody's name, so I figured it would lead you. If you felt good, I was like, let him be good. I figured you knew more than he did. Probably not though, because he was talking to Dave. I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, I didn't know anything.
Yeah,
I was like Joe Pesci in Goodfellas.
It just happens. Who came up with the idea of the pig wedding?
I think producer Tara was the first to say it, and it was kind of like, because the obviously it was solving the biggest problem with the show, was how do you eliminate a bunch of people very quickly? How do you do it not in a cheap way?
Right.
And I think that was her initial idea, and it was like, okay, how do we basically let's mass eliminate people at one big event, like kind of like a red wedding, and then from there it was, what's the twists, how many challenges, what were the challenges? They obviously had to be pretty quick, because it was just going to be a very long. I'll tell you, that is the one thing that doesn't come through on the edit. And that's not, I'm not saying this is like a negative, but the amount of things that happen in one day are just it's kind of insane.
Yeah,
you don't realize like the speed at which it happens, how quickly we have to get things up, get things down, and move on through. It's pretty nutty.
And here we are at the reunion, on a snowy, freezing day in Chicago.
Did you run today?
Yeah.
Outside?
It wasn't bad. I walked here from the hotel.
Did you really?
Yeah, it's a mile walk. You can't.
No, I would have walked it too. But the snow.
Yesterday was worse here.
It's kind of slippery now.
What are you? The snow? What are you? It's like an inch of snow.
It's slippery snow.
Lewis Clark is
snow on
never
Roosevelt
really
Island.
good.
No,
that would not be good endeavor.
We would have called it.
Lewis Clark would have shot you a half hour anyway.
I think they would have.
Klemmer been like, well, that was before though. If it was even like Klemmer would be like, like Rogers Hornsby is he? He's a little overrated, right?
Yeah. Who's better, Hornsby or Cobb? Let's talk.
Going down the. But it is, and I know Jeff will want to stay out of this. Is the host of Surviving, but we are here, physically here in this place, in the snow and this cold, flew here because somebody pretended to be from here.
Yes, right.
I mean, if we're being like completely honest, like we're all looped in here because somebody pretended to be from here.
But I guess the alternative, would have been we would have been in Newton. So
That's true. Which wouldn't be
Which would
bad.
have been good
That's
for
true.
you.
That's true.
That'd be,
Probably more convenient for me too.
That's true. Clemmer grew up, by the way. He's grew up in Samoa. He's
imagine
they're keeping it quiet.
Imagine you pretended to be from like the Bahamas. Oh, that'd be.
From Bermuda. Like why? Is it,
yeah.
Palm Springs. Well, maybe not Palm Springs now. Well, Palm Springs I think is okay, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
very.
They say today is the bad day, right? They say today's gonna be the bad day over there.
A lot of wins. Yeah.
Yeah. We were talking lively fire discussion last night. Dinner was me, Jeff, and the Chiclets Boys, Biz and Wit.
Oh, all right.
Which was entertaining.
Thanks for the invite, as always. Appreciate it.
I texted you.
You said, "Are you here?" I said,
"Yeah." And then he told me you were going to dinner with everyone else.
Yeah.
And Jeff reported that you went later. You were hammered at the end of the night.
Oh, I feel good. Of course.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the highlights from
hammered.
It was
hammered.
It was an all-time pronunciation fest of Italian foods by business.
Oh my God! Yeah.
What was focaccia?
Focaccia?
Like focaccia.
Focaccia. And then what did Biz call? I forget what it was. And he was right. Like we got a couple of appetizers, and Whitney was hyper focused on the focaccia. He ordered 2 focaccias, and we got 2 meatball appetizers. The place was pretty good, I thought.
Yeah.
We had a weird waiter though.
He wanted to be our boy.
Yeah, and he was like a seller. Like, put some protein on that. You want to do this? Oh, you better off. You just try. You just kept trying. What was the? There was another pronunciation. But anyway, the focaccia wasn't even close. No, 2 was ridiculous. We finished 1.
Oh, it was burrata because it came his pasta came with burrata on top of it, and he didn't want it, and he was saying it. I don't know how he was saying it.
He bent it back. Yeah. But we had a good time. As always, if you did this, and this. But Biz was like, I don't know. So I mean, but yeah, Whitney is now very into the, like you are, like I am, into the still going over every possible scenario that could have gone.
Yeah, that's what I was doing at the house constantly.
Like, but since even then, I do with people.
I do it. I find myself when I'm watching it, like catching myself doing that too. I'm like, oh, if I had known that, or if I just had that, but like honestly, Jeff. So was your dinner nice? Because Jeff came to our dinner and he looked very upset when he sat down. He looked like
really
just looked like kind of like
it was freezing cold.
You were cold. That's right.
That's all it was. I was
all right.
very cold.
You looked very unhappy when you sat down.
Yeah, it was like 5 degrees, and I walked
next to me.
I mean, think of the crew who was there.
I walked like 15 minutes. It was 5 degrees. Yeah,
who was there?
Very cold.
It was me, Tommy Smokes,
Good.
Eags, Francis, Roan.
That's too many. That's it.
There's 5 of us.
There's not that many of us here. No Mincy. Oh, those are all Chicago guys.
Yeah. Because we were all in the fight together too, so it's just. And then Rhea and Rico got in.
What happened? Jeff, you just muted.
Yeah, the mics just got cut.
Off of YouTube or no?
We never went off. No, we put the slate on.
Thank you very much.
See it.
Thank you.
That was
Just crashed.
Yeah. It's not like an old school board. It's not like
I know. Yeah.
It's like a digital thing.
Jesus. So Jeff was being pissy at dinner?
No, he just sat down. He looked very upset, like almost like
he was angry last night.
It was shot.
I was.
He also has to do all this stuff today.
I was just cold.
Stressed out for what?
I'd be nervous. He's got the whole thing. No. Everyone's here.
Are you going to top last year's entrance or no? Can you comment on that?
Yeah, I think I don't think it's like. They wanted me to rope in last year. Like
I remember
line in. They were worried
they
were worried it was going to snap.
Like Owen Hart?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. No. You don't want to do that.
It might be. It's probably stupid.
Well, it'll definitely be stupid, but it could be funny.
Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm not nervous. I'm not irritated. I don't know where you're. I would say you were irritating me by the end of the night.
I hate to hear it.
It is like being in a room though with like Phil Keegan, if I want to say his name correctly, and Jeff Probst, 2 titans of the reality. Like this is incredible watching this. The host of Rat Race, which will be a week from tomorrow. We'll be on.
Nope, February 5th.
I think it's actually a week from tomorrow.
February 5th.
They felt like it was not Super Bowl week worthy. Portnoy told me last night.
No.
In New Orleans, I know who wins.
If there is a tie,
I may spoil it.
Please don't.
I have no idea who wins. What's that?
If there's a tie tonight, the tiebreaker is or tie at the end of the episode. It's a rat race. It's a live.
You just go right into.
It's a rat race runoff.
Oh, that'd be great.
That'd be unbelievable.
Fantastic.
Do you have any other seasons plotted yet or no?
I have. I'd like to do Philly and I think I'm out again. Am I out again?
No,
I'm here. I'd like to do Philly and Boston.
Philly and Boston. Okay. Why Philly? Who's there?
Just it's close.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
It would save money on having to put people up, and then we like Roan,
That's true.
Like this Fran and Gia. Like there's enough people who I think are from that area who could be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, if you get Gia, that'd be huge. Who
I was pitched something about Rat Race Country last night.
Yeah.
You were?
Rat Race Boston.
Now I can't hear anything.
No, I hear.
I can't really. A little bit. It's faint.
Yeah,
Whatever.
it's faint.
What were you pitched?
I was saying you and Jeff teams.
Where?
Boston.
When would you want to do it?
Summer. Late summer, probably.
My summers are booked.
Yeah. Thanks.
I can't do it.
Appreciate that.
You got to have Dan do it.
I hadn't even thought about that.
I mean, if he's a ball, you got to do it.
That'd be funny. I'll ask him.
With his ankle injury, though, I don't know if he's gonna be able to overcome that.
I'd ask him for sure.
12, so yeah.
That's true. He did the Chicago one.
That's true. He did. Let's go, you guys, Colleen and Justin.
Well, I was going to ask you, is there any temperature check in that office? Is there anybody pissed at you walking around after what you said about Big Cat last week or anything?
No, I haven't had much interaction. I talked to Nikki and I saw Tate for a moment. Remember, it's early. We're in the Chicago office. No one's going to be here for another 3 hours.
Right.
So I don't think so. I mean, if they are, they're welcome to be.
Did you hear this show in Chicago that Big Cat appears on talk about this? Waddle and Sylvie or something their names are?
No, I have to say I didn't hear Waddle and Sylvie.
These guys completely caught off guard about all this, and they've been interviewing Dan. How long, Justin? Like years. They've been interviewing Dan
really?
weekly. Yeah.
This was a surprise. Danny texted me about this, and I'll give you the background.
It's like he killed somebody.
And he goes, "Did you know this about Barstool Big Cat?" And I knew something that he was hiding. I did not know to this extent. Because when we first started putting him on the show, I said in the beginning, like to introduce him to our audience. Obviously, he's huge everywhere. But just for the people who weren't familiar with the Barstool brand, once we started putting Barstool Big Cat on, this is Dan Katz. He's known as Barstool Big Cat. And he grew up in Highland Park. And he went to Highland Park High School.
So William Goldman.
And then he went to Wisconsin.
Really?
And he's been up, and then I gave the story on how I met him, and then on and on. And then I got a text right afterwards of him telling me, don't say that I went to Highland Park High School, because while I grew up in Highland Park, I went to a boarding school in Massachusetts. So I knew this was something like a sore subject, and I'm like, well, he must have been like a bad kid or something if he got shipped off to.
The boarding school line is a new one there.
I feel like we're stopping case audio, Dave, and you mentioning that. I feel like we're in case territory here.
Yeah.
That's very strange. It's like inventing Anna stuff.
So I've always been an assumption just like Dan didn't want to talk about where he grew up. It was just kind of like not.
Yeah.
I didn't know that he was making up a story or telling people.
Weird. That's like
weird.
we were talking about last night at dinner. Just once it starts snowballing.
That's what I was thinking.
If he'd done it 10 years ago, fine.
I think you're right in that, like, a year from now, like, he's going to be so happy this happened.
A year from now, fucking Monday, there'll be NFL. This will happen today. There'll be the thing Thursday. There'll be a million football games.
Right.
On Monday, it'll be.
No, but I mean, like, whatever, 6 months from now, he's going to be
definitely.
happy. Like, he won't be getting grief for it anymore. And now this is off his.
You better thank me today. I'm not even kidding.
Like,
seriously.
Who wants to carry on this, like, pretty, kind of innocuous to some extent lie
Right.
for 20 years? That sounds exhausting.
Yeah.
Or whatever, 10 years.
If your dad was alive.
Right.
Which he's not. He's dead.
Dead, yes.
He died.
Died,
Yes,
died
he
in
did.
1994, yes.
did.
Been dead a long time.
Yep,
Right.
jumped off a bridge.
No, he did
No,
not
is that
jump-
all right?
No. Cancer. Did not jump off a bridge. Cancer.
Okay. Which you gave to him.
I did not.
The stress of being your
I don't think so.
being your father, I think, drove him to.
Uh,
You're dead a long time.
30 years in December. Yeah, it was 30 years.
I've asked you this before.
It's
You're not older yet.
I'm older.
You are. How old was he when he died?
I think it's
42.
That's so weird.
I think he's
Crazy.
I have deja vu. I
get
feel like
that.
he said that last time we were together.
Probably did.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's always telling people that. That's so young.
That is
guys. He's like a
crazy.
baby. 42.
42. Yeah, he got diagnosed at 38. He's dead. In
Oh,
40. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
We had just moved to New Hampshire, which is dream to live in New Hampshire. And then,
We all have dreams, you know?
but he was a city kid, and
Yeah.
he grew.
Did you ever get to see the old man on the mountain?
Yes,
Then it's okay.
but he set aside morning cartoons to watch like U.S. Farm Report. He just always wanted to be like a farmer, but he lived
Right.
in New York.
Was he actually farming in New Hampshire?
We had pigs, we had chickens.
Oh, I
we
didn't
had-
know that.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. He loved all that stuff. He was all in on that, and then he's like, we're there less than a year, and he's like really sick.
Jeez.
Awful.
God. Anyway, back to Sylvie and Waddell.
So I've never said that again about him going to Highland Park High School, but I do know people from Highland Park who did know him when they were growing up. And then, so Danny sends this to me, and he goes, did you know this about Barstool Big Cat? And when he comes clean in this clip, I figured he was coming clean on what he had told me years ago. And then I watched it, I'm like, well, wait a minute now. He lied to me, too. He, not only lied about lying, but he lied then to me about the lie.
I think it's Waddle.
Okay, good.
Could be wrong.
I feel so betrayed.
I want to know his address in Newton. He went to Newton North High School.
Oh my God.
He's fucking around, right?
I think they're fucking around, but I think he was caught off guard with it. I mean, why would you say you went to a boarding school? Why wouldn't you just say
he's embarrassed? He was embarrassed. Something I don't even
try to cover up a lie.
So how many more lies? How many more lies are out there then?
Well, I think it's probably okay. But I was saying, it's so some people I've seen, especially here, will say, "Why do you care?" I keep saying, "I don't care." He cared. That's why I said it.
Right.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. What the fuck do I care? We grew up went to high school. He cared, and I knew it upset him. And I'll say it again today. He went up to me and said, "I thought we were really close. If you betray me, it's going to affect our friendship." He betrayed me, and it affected our friendship. That's tit a tat, tate a titty. Whatever.
Where are you with all of that?
With what?
With Dan and everything else. Are you as angry as you were a month ago? Are you not angry? Where are you?
Oh no, I'm not as angry as I was when I was.
Right,
funny,
of course.
I walked up the stairs here this morning. I looked in. We could see the set for the finale, and I went into the room where I stayed for 5 nights and spent some time in there. Sat there, and thought, I guess that was my room.
Yes.
And I thought how angry I was last time I was in there because I was packing my stuff. It was the angriest I've ever been in my entire life.
No,
at that point,
that was the angriest you've ever been.
Ever been in my life, ever. For a concentrated moment, I've never been that mad in my life.
Wow.
Never. I wanted to win so bad. I thought I played really well until Pink Wedding. But I was mad at Dan because Dan pulled that bullshit. If he didn't pull that, I thought we were close friends angle, fine. Rico is just Rico, whatever. He's a retard. Not that, whatever. But Dan pissed me off. Am I as mad at Dan as I was when I was in that room last time? No. Am I still annoyed? Yeah. I mean, it's like a bullshit move, but, so I knew I had that card to play, and I played it.
I didn't know how close. So in the moment, I didn't know what Rico, I knew you and Rico were working together, but I didn't know how closely. And I didn't know that Rico was working so closely with Dan Dave. So that was
obviously I did. I would have, instead of getting rid of, not even Will, instead of getting rid of Mincy, which we did because nobody could agree on anything, I would have been like, let's get rid of Rico. Because they had mentioned Rico in that room, and I was like, I think he's with me. And even then at that point, I was like, I could see if it comes down to me or Dave, him taking Dave. But, I didn't think he was going to be that early. That was early.
Rico was sneakier about it than I think comes through on, obviously, the edit.
Way
But, for example, I don't know everything. If people come and tell me something, that's one thing. You would say things to me now and then.
Right.
But for the most part, all I really know is I get, a bit of a temperature check before Tribal, just so I never want to, if someone's about to pull something crazy, I never want to accidentally expose that.
Sure.
That's basically it.
Yeah.
The Rico thing never hurt. Until I watched it for the first time, I was like, holy shit. I thought it was just a Pink Wedding where I didn't know it was from the start.
I'm surprised he got, I don't even know how, because I was always, you guys know, I was always moving around.
Right.
I'm stunned I never saw him in a room with Dave. And maybe I did, and maybe I just dismissed this stupid Rico, doing his bits, I could definitely see myself doing that, or with Dan. So I just thought,
and also the fact that Rico and Dave were in the same alliance to begin with, and them being together, it wouldn't have raised any alarms.
Yeah, which I think was probably not perfect casting, but I think they were in a tough spot because there were 6 returning players, and they had to group them together somehow. And I think they probably thought, hey, Rico was part of getting rid of Dave last year. Though it was Jerry. Maybe he'll do it again this year.
That was in the thought.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
it was tough. It was tough pairing you guys up because you didn't want to have too many. I mean, there was going to be a tough quest. At one point, is basically, does Rico go with Big Cat or does he go with Dave? Right. How we positioned it.
Because you couldn't put me.
You couldn't put you and him together.
Why?
Put me and Rico?
Yeah, why wouldn't you put Rico and Kirk?
They had a pretty strong show cross.
Right.
I also thought that would be detrimental.
So did Dave and Rico, though.
Yeah, I thought
because that makes him a target.
That was more of we didn't want to put people together that made them detrimental either. If you put the two together, I think people immediately go, well, Rico and Rico.
Right.
So there was no. But the answer on that one was he got him out last year. We were like, okay, maybe he'll work with him, maybe he
I
won't.
think it actually hurt him. I heard him, I think, for Dave and Rhea.
Yes.
Talking to them like that, they were like, well, when we get to he's gonna,
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, but
Yeah.
you really stay with them though. You're with them till the end.
No, well, so I was going to be
That's what
with.
he said.
I was going to be with Dave until the end. I wanted
Dude,
I wanted
for
to.
Dave.
I would have asked. I wanted to ask Rhea like with like 6 or 7 people left. That was like my ultimate goal.
You still pumped about your mic drop the other day?
Still pumped. I mean, I don't know if I was ever that pumped, but sure, it was fun moment. I guess. Sure, I don't know.
Yeah, you answered the
Okay.
question.
I'm sure that'll come up later. So
I'm
I'll
sure-
get at that.
I don't think it was that. I don't think it was that crazy what I said.
What'd you say?
I said that the only thing I would change. I would say this. I don't know if rigged is the best word. I think tilted is a better word.
Let's say it's
It's not rigged. It's tilted.
No, rigged implies something else.
Yes.
There's a bias that exists in the game, and when you watch the next couple of episodes, I think in some ways it becomes more clear. In
Yes.
some ways, less clear. Like that's kind of the whole point.
There's one example where it's very clear.
One example where I would say it's almost borderline, like the game, like they should just give the money to. The money should be given to the charity for the people suffering in California, anyways. What I would say.
Oh, that's very heroic.
Well, I don't think it's right. If
Yeah.
somebody profits off that, I just find it inappropriate. I wouldn't do that. But yeah, let me ask you this: the players who wound up not playing, what team who would RA been with?
Okay, I'll.
Dude, RA, Frank.
You give me a second. I can pull up the
Stu?
original.
Stu, right? I took Frank's spot.
Do Frank's spot. Stu.
Brianna.
Oh,
But I
Chickenfry.
guess Mincy probably just took her spot because it was so late in the game.
That is right. Just curious how those teams would have
Yeah.
shaken out.
Let me
Frank-
pull them up.
Like the second challenge we did, I think, if I'm right, was the one we ran up the stairs and got the balls.
Yes. Like how would
Frank?
I guess Frank would have been like the Dave role where he's just
Oh,
throwing
so
the
that-
back and just like kind of like just assisted.
How
Remember?
could Frank have done the one with the sticks if he had to play?
He would have just been out like the first.
That's what I mean. He wouldn't have made that.
He would
far.
have been like the very first.
Yeah.
No. I don't mean that. I mean like if he was still in the game, he just would have been at one round. He would have just dropped the stick and he would have.
That's what I mean. I think the team would have said we can't have this guy on the team. Like it's that big of a detriment. Like I'm not a big challenge guys. Like I don't think it matters that much. But if you're putting a team at such a disadvantage, you have to go.
Yeah, especially if you're losing challenges too. Like let's say he survived the first like
Right.
cut, and then
And
you know.
lose because of that.
But if you keep winning, you can sit somebody. So in theory, you
Well, that's
could
what I mean.
hide
I'm
them.
saying if they had to play him,
Right.
he'd be dead there.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't
Oh
even
yeah.
know.
He'd be instant.
It sounded like the fucking even like that one the other night where they ran up with the puzzles. They ran up the stairs and he can't do that. No way.
But like then again, you look at like Dave was horrible at challenges.
No, but he
and
can walk up.
But
He can run
right.
upstairs. I mean, you have a Jeff or no? Not that big a deal.
I know you were originally with Frank.
Oh Jesus.
Oh,
Yeah,
Wow.
you were with Frank.
then you would have a
I'd
decision
like
to
to
make.
carry him, but
because RA wouldn't have been.
I was gonna
yeah.
have Frank and Gilly on my team.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Oh, so then when I took Frank's spot, you moved
couldn't
me
be with me,
because
yeah.
we couldn't be on the same.
Right. I'm assuming Chickenfry was not gonna be with Dave.
No, Bree was gonna be with Big Cat, Compton,
Yeah.
Whitney, Smitty, Wallow.
Which was the Mincy. So Mincy literally took her spot.
Yeah, he slid right in.
Yeah, that was the last.
So Stu would have been on the other team.
Yeah, Stu was with. Stu was with I think Big Cat's team.
But he has an inherit.
But there was no easy answer.
No,
'Cause
he put him.
It was Jerry, Dave,
Oh,
and there was no.
Mm.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, at some point, it became
So the Crocs.
very difficult.
Oh, I imagine.
24
I do think it was the right answer as opposed to randomized, though.
Yeah, that's what, last year was randomized, right?
Yeah, it was randomized. Yeah,
Yeah, it was
which randomized can be the right answer, but it could also be horrible.
Yeah.
It could shake out to be just a disaster.
And you guys did do the random one, when they merged the two teams. So it was,
Yeah.
it was still that
Which
element.
didn't even become that random. It was like 2 people got flipped. Whitney kind of got.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You got fucked on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
What else do you guys have, David Justin?
Did you see we found out what Coleman's next move was? He's doing like live card breaks. Did you see that?
Huge. I can't believe he's telling us he may not be able to do something 5 months from now because what is he doing? Opening cards?
Yeah, Justin actually did it. I don't really still
He's
understand
like
it,
so it's an auction where you auction for a chance to win a card. So it starts off at $1.
It's
Everyone's
a scam, right? I mean, it's a scam.
it's gambling.
Yeah, scambling, I call it. Yeah. I mean,
But-
this is not like a real, like he's, like this is, no?
It's a big business. I mean, there's literally an app almost entirely devoted to it with Fanatics.
Well,
So.
doesn't mean it's not a scam, Dave.
Yeah, but I mean, it's at the end of the day, Justin could have pulled a really valuable card and made a ton of money off of it.
How'd that go, Justin? Did you pull a
Didn't go
valuable
well.
card?
No, I lost $200.
Weird.
Yeah.
Strange. So that's Coleman's job?
Yeah, and he's like actually like a face of it. He's broadcasting. He's not like a behind the scenes
That's
guy.
not a full-time job, though.
It was 7. First of all, it was super early on
He
Saturday
did it at
morning.
6:30 in the morning. He started at 6:30.
How ironic.
That's true. On a Saturday of all days. But, like, that's not a full-time job, Joe, though, right?
I think it is.
Like a full-time job?
If you go on
Think
their
so.
website, they had a staff of what looked like 15 people in there. So I'd
What does he
imagine
do?
could make-
What's his job? What's his title?
he's legit streaming. Like he's the host of this thing.
Norm, brutal game last night, Norm. But it's still Morning Glory. Let's do it. Morning Glory, Norm. Let's do it.
He just randomly says things to the chat. Just
Okay,
over.
left Barstool. Look
It's
at
really-
left Barstool. What the fuck is he
I mean, good for him, but he also him calling Zay Flowers his beastie brother.
Oh, it's so yeah.
yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Well, so you did it, Justin?
I did, yes. I won 4 or 5 different teams, but none
I
of
don't know
my
what's, what. So what do you? I don't even know what any of this.
Okay,
means.
so
What
let's
do you-
say I'm pulling cards and it's between you and Klemmer right now. So there's all 32 NFL teams.
How are you doing that though? Like virtually? Or-
I know I have 10 cards behind me that are in boxes. No one knows what they are. Okay, so now you and Klemmer do an auction.
What did you have for your factor meal last night?
I had it was called like Nana's.
Meal would imply
Beef.
1. I believe he had 2 factor
Oh, I
meals
had
last night.
two yesterday.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, lunch and dinner.
Yes, and then I had some sort of like garlic chicken.
How was it?
It was like beef bolognese and garlic chicken. It was very good. It was very good.
Oh, good. Do
was
you have
more
anything else in addition, like outside of the factor world?
No, well, before I got home, I had when I was still here, I had Subway.
Okay, what'd you have there?
The usual meatball
The
sub,
meatballs, the meatball with the lettuce. and
lettuce, onions, jalapenos,
everything? Foot long.
provolone. Yeah, foot long.
Good. Yeah, you'll be just fine.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you, you're just gonna eat factor in addition to.
Well,
what
no, that was before the factor.
Oh, gotcha.
I didn't have
breakfast
factor
this
yet.
morning.
Oh, okay. So yesterday was the first factor day.
Yes, because it got to my house yesterday.
Okay.
I saw that tweet. Yeah. Did you have factor breakfast or no?
Yes, today I had it was like a scrambled egg thing.
Oh,
Oh, all right.
we had the breakfast at Surviving last year. It was actually very good.
Yeah.
To say, I
Yeah, good
liked
protein shakes. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
very
yeah.
good.
I had the yogurt honey pancakes with turkey sausage. It was excellent. Huh. So
This
what's
is going to turn into Justin eats a whole week's worth of factor in one sitting
Yeah.
on a stream or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
That's exactly what this is going to be.
we're just gonna put the meatballs in with the. So it's gonna be some combination.
No,
What's
the
your
meatballs
lunch
sold
today?
out. They don't have meatballs.
What's your factor lunch today?
I don't know. I'll just go home and I like the randomness of it. It's all in my fridge and I just pick a random
Close your
one.
eyes and pick it.
Well, no, you can't see what it is the way I have it in my fridge. It's just like a stack
Oh,
of.
so it's a big surprise.
Then
when
how did
pull
you
it out.
pick the breakfast to be the breakfast?
Well, I had the breakfast one separate. There was 4 breakfast
okay.
ones.
What are you hoping for? What's the girl you're hoping to dance with?
Just some sort of. There's nothing like I'm kind of hoping for. I'm being a little surprised.
Well, you will be surprised. It's
Either
all
way,
random.
yeah.
That's going to happen.
Well, like I'm not used to anything yet, so I'm like I don't even know what the options are.
Oh, okay. Oh, good. Okay, well, good.
Very exciting.
Huh, it is exciting. What else do you guys have? You two in Watertown.
Well, once again, you were right. Patriots did hire Mike Vrabel.
Did I go undefeated in my football picks this weekend or no?
You picked.
What did I pick?
Did you have the Texans?
I thought I
No,
Or the
you.
Chargers?
No. Oh no. Okay. What did I do? If you don't have it, just say it.
He's looking at his notes.
Got the Vikings right.
The Baltimore Ravens
Bills.
are winning the Super Bowl, by the way. Chiefs. No, they're not winning. Nope. Two-headed monster.
Well, you didn't.
Talking to the Pick Central champ of 2024, though.
Thank you.
You lost money.
No, I didn't.
I thought you were in the minus for the year.
No, and I won a 14 plus 1400 parlay, and I finished the year half a unit up.
I'm 26-4 my last 30 NFL playoff games.
Wow.
26-4.
You should join. You want to go
I'm
on
saying
that?
I'm 26-4 predicting the score.
That's
in the
amazing.
winner.
You
Yeah.
should come on Pick Central sometime.
I have a 36,000 leg parlay this weekend.
Wow.
If you win, you get $6 trillion.
That sounds
So
great.
we've already got 9 billion people playing it.
Riding.
It's going to be it's going to be unbelievable.
Market-based strategy.
Market-based strategy. It's a market-based strategy. It's true. One of the legs of the parlay is if it's Buffalo and Baltimore, right?
Yes.
It's plus. I forget what the odds are. One of my legs is that Sean McDermott is his name, and Coach Harbaugh will have anal sex in the second quarter.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's what big odds. But again, if we land it, we land it because they have fucked before.
It's gonna be so disappointed if they do it in the third.
That would stink. That would stink. I'm an even number guy to bet it. How am I doing, Justin?
Good, but you didn't pick the Commanders Bucks game. You said that one doesn't count.
Yeah, I call them Redskins. Why doesn't that count? Oh, because the game was so bad. But I said Mick was going to lose. I said Washington was going to win.
Oh, yeah, so yeah, you got that right.
Am I undefeated?
You should have done the pool.
Do you have any idea, Justin?
I'm looking at it now.
I'm
Yes.
not going to go in the pool and compare with. There are people's parents in this pool.
That's right. That's
Look
right.
at that.
Yeah, there.
We didn't know that. I didn't know that when I joined.
There is that was a shock.
That was a shock.
The Dan Schneider guy. Isn't that who's in it?
I don't think it's Dan Schneider. It's
It reminds me of.
It's I think Blutman's dad.
He's in the pool. What is that about?
I don't know.
What is this? More Chicago bullshit is what it is.
I just did the pool. I'm 5-1.
Who asked you what you are? Justin, just
I'm
say you
excited.
don't know.
5-1.
I don't know.
I made the picks. What are you just like? Why are you lying?
I was looking to see if I wrote them down.
Why didn't you write them down?
I wrote them down somewhere around here, and I was looking for it.
Where?
Oh, he was definitely. I remember you were writing them down. He's just got a stack of papers and he couldn't find them in the stack.
I'd be
of
like
papers.
Dick Vitale on the plane, writing him on the airplane. The Rector's guy told him to stop doing it.
Right.
I'm with Bill James on that one too.
Oh no.
I just am. I'm not saying I don't, but like he's not the only person in the world with cancer. He's 300 years old. Speaking of which, we're not taking him. I'm going to give both you guys an opportunity. From today until midnight tonight, you are both making Tuesday guest picks for Mike Manansky to return to the show. Over 90 death picks. We'll start with Jeff D. Lowe.
I have a list of some of the oldest. I mean, I'm just gonna take the oldest person in the world.
You're the oldest living person in the world.
I'm just gonna. I
You're
want
playing the odds.
I want Mutt back.
That's a good play.
So I had a list of people, but I'm just gonna go with the oldest person in the
Give me the
world.
list. Give me the list.
I gotta pull up her name again. Hold on.
Does anybody have any? Everybody's looking things
Is
up.
that Ina
No, I have it.
Ina
I think he's
Kanabara
No,
Lucas?
I pulled up my
Dave, shut up!
Oh, go.
Dave, what are you yapping about?
I was trying to get the name for him. I was helping him out.
The oldest
No,
person? I think he knows.
I have it in notes. Now I don't know. They may have died in the last. You told me this like 3 days ago. They may have died in the last 3 days.
I would
which
have
would be a
got tweets about that. But okay, we'll presume right now that this, I assume, woman.
I assume it's still her.
Is she from?
It's Ina Lucas.
Ina Lucas?
Ina Lucas.
Oh, Ina Lupus?
I think she's from Brazil. Yeah,
Oh.
Brazil.
Okay, very rare they're not from the, as they used to say, the Orient. Now they say
Oh yeah.
China or Japan. I think right. It's usually the oldest living person is spell it for me, Jeff.
INAHLUCAS. I think she might have had like a middle name in there or something, but I was jotting them quick.
She's the world's oldest living person since December 29th.
How old?
116 years, 220 days.
And the backup was Marie Rose Tessier. There was somebody older who I think was Japanese or something, but
Just killing off this woman. This woman's a saint. 116 years old. She's a fucking nun.
Oh, Jeff.
yeah, but Mutt
She's
is
the world's,
Mutt.
That's true. She's the world's oldest living nun since the death of Lucille Randon of France. She was alive taking pictures like that. Jesus. Like those weird, like black and white, like horror movie pictures. She was alive last year.
It was the other. I didn't want to pick somebody from Asia. I feel like people from Asia
That's tough.
they live
yeah.
such clean, healthy. Like it's just.
It must be the
no
diet,
chance.
right?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. There's not a lot of
Yeah.
just stuff.
Mutt did Sportsbook Live for
I'll keep eating.
12 weeks in a row.
Thank
Yeah.
you, I'll keep my Peggy Lawton. What's that?
12 weeks in a row he did Sportsbook Live. He has gone through just as much as she
That's
has.
true. It's a good point. That is true. Who were the other people on your list?
It was Marie, Marie Rose
it's all those
Tessier.
people.
I just picked
No
because
celebrities, I'm saying.
no, I do want Mutt back.
So this could happen. I mean,
It's not the fun pick, but it's the
better
pick
than Mike
for Mutt.
Dukakis, I'll tell you that. guy messaged me. He was like, "Yeah, this is like the healthiest guy in the world."
Nobody healthier than politicians. I mean,
He's-
politicians get the
no,
best health care. Yeah.
Dukakis would be 210. All right, go ahead.
I think this person's still alive. William Daniels,
Oh, from Kit.
St. Elsewhere,
Yep,
and
Kit.
Boy Meets World,
Yes. Yeah. The
which is a Buttman connection.
Mr. Feeney.
this is how old William Daniels is. He was Dustin Hoffman's father in The Graduate.
Right.
And
Yeah,
he's-
wait. This came up like 2 weeks
Here?
ago.
Yeah, it came up on the show. I think you did. You say he was ineligible? I mean, he's an actor,
No, I'll make it. He's
a
eligible.
beloved
this
actor.
is
What's that?
Justin read off a list, I believe, and he was on there.
Okay.
I'll let him in. He's the voice of Kit, but I'll still let him in.
All right.
He's in. He's what, 98?
I don't know how old is. I was just doing stuff.
How old is he, Colin?
I see 97.
Oh.
97. All right. So William Daniels and a nun from Brazil,
All right.
right? That's
Yeah.
the two options.
Yeah. I think
That's
she's
from
from
us.
Brazil.
That's
I guess I
great.
should have.
Huh?
I think she's from Brazil. Not that it matters.
We upset when Mutt was picked?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who'd
I
you
was.
want?
Mayo. Because it would hurt him more.
I don't know. Mutt's not handling it that well. But we're going to see him in a few weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
Got
if
my
the UConn
flights
game.
booked.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys, the UConn game?
Yep. UConn.
Mutt's still allowed to go.
Yeah, you just can't participate in any. Like, you can't eat with us.
Okay.
You can't.
Any
Right.
photo
We
with
can't
Hurley
talk-
has to be blurred
You
out.
can't talk to him during the
Yeah.
game. But, like, other than that, yeah, he can hang out. My team, my UConn, my backup team, the Huskies.
Mhm.
Yep. I'm football and basketball now, Klemmer.
You're.
Penn State. Kate's going to Penn State next year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. So we're a football and basketball. Penn
We,
State.
our interests are now more aligned than ever.
That's
Between
true. That's true.
Springsteen movies, Penn State
That's
football.
Did you have Jeff write like a letter?
Yes. Yeah. Penn State basketball is a tough scene, though.
I'm not sure that's why you just
In fact,
don't.
they've literally
it's
never,
not,
like, basically,
Is it that bad?
They've never been good, basically.
Yeah.
yeah, they won a tournament game
A couple of years ago.
a couple
right?
years ago, beat
Okay.
A&M, I think.
But
yeah.
they've never been.
It's crazy. Yeah. It's funny because the football program is.
That's part of the problem, I guess. But
Yeah. I know like UNH, it's a different situation, but I know like they put all their funding into hockey.
Hockey, yeah.
And then nothing else. And the rest of the team.
And Paterno had his thumb down on that basketball program for fucking 40 years. So, But yes, beautiful campus. I mean, awesome, as you know. It's
Yeah.
unbelievable. Great town. Don't see a lot of Sandusky stuff there.
All right.
His ice cream is no longer at the creamery. It was the Sandusky Banana Blitz. I think it was.
Was it really?
I swear to God.
Is that
I
right?
swear to God. Or it was Sandusky Blitz was banana flavored, I think.
Oh.
Banana?
Yeah. No, that is not a joke. That is dead serious.
They had, yeah.
Ichi Paterno's still there though. You can get the Paterno ice cream.
Oh yeah, they get the whole food science building with the creamery. Everyone's flying. People are having Monster ice creams like 9 in the
That's where Ben
morning.
and Jerry started.
What's that?
That's where Ben and Jerry's got their start.
Oh, is that right?
That was Vermont.
I didn't know that.
They're Penn State guys. Some former way. Yeah. Yeah.
My dad had a guy working for him. I won't say his name, who then went to work for Ben and Jerry's. Worked the finance department with my dad, under my dad. Went to Ben and Jerry's and went to jail for a couple of years for embezzling like $500,000 from Ben and Jerry's. Holy shit.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Look it up. I mean, I'm sure you figure it out. But yeah, it was wild. My dad wound up writing a letter like to get him help him out of prison. I
Yeah.
think, at the time. Yeah. So
Ooh, boy.
Good Ben and Jerry's at the place where Mutt did Sportsbook Live.
oh, that's right.
Scoop shop. Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
I love the fact that Ben and Jerry, these like hippies, must have been so angry at your dad's friend. Like there was probably a moment where they were
Oh.
just furious with this man.
I always wondered that because I knew him. He was a nice guy. If you take 12,000 from Ben and Jerry's, probably won't notice.
Right.
42,000.
Mm.
At what point is it like?
I think that's when that's a salary. That's when it gets.
Yeah,
especially back
like,
then.
they
you know?
are gonna.
That's-
Somebody's checking.
Yeah.
Like who would be most likely to embezzle from here? Who's a worm? Like a true worm.
I know people who would. This company's full of people who would
Rico,
be on the
I
wrong
guess.
side of it.
What's that?
Rico would be on the wrong side of it.
Oh, for sure.
That's like we have a lot of people who would be on the wrong side of a scheme.
No, maybe
It wouldn't be
mastermind.
anybody like in. It would be someone like
Yeah,
we don't know their name.
Right. Finance.
Because like, how would we even have access to be able to do that? Like,
That's true.
I'm gonna regret saying this because he'll get tagged in this, and then I'll get like 100 tweets. Captain Cons.
Oh god.
but
I'd pay him $1 billion if he deactivated his Twitter account. With the look of him waving his arms.
Springsteen
at
guy.
everybody.
Another one.
Huge Springsteen guy. Even the fucking all the songs are Born to Run. Idiot. Bozo. Not gonna tweet me. Just leave me alone, Cons. What else do you guys have?
Am I being a pussy thinking it's weird that Josh Richards asked Brianna Chickenfry if she hooked up with
Are you
her
recycling
boss?
producer show stuff?
I'm just asking you because Justin didn't buy into it at all.
Well, I'm asking you.
I wouldn't say that's recycling. The producer show doesn't count as. I'm not.
Did you say on the
recycling.
producer show?
Yes, but I'm asking you if I'm
Are you
being a
saying it
pussy
here?
because Justin didn't answer it.
How would you qualify that? Define that.
I think I might. Yeah.
Well, you work for. I mean, your opinion is way more valuable than Justin's on this one.
I literally have not looked at the screen. I was like, why am I in the studio? Like, I was like, is that poster of me for a second? What the hell is going on? Who is this? This is Gay J Hawk?
Gay J Hawk, yes.
What do you do?
You ever hooked up with Dave? No.
She did a lie detector test, and she answered no. She has never hooked up with Dave. But don't you think that's like a weird, like employee boss?
It's
Like
Barstool, Dave. I mean,
that's my premise. Is like, do most people think that's just like a Barstool? That's okay. It felt weird.
No?
I don't know. It felt kind of strange because it was kind
Place
of
is kinda
real.
Wild West, I guess.
The amount that Dave actually defended her had people really questioning it. So then she
Well,
does
she's
that.
proving that
that she did
She's
the right
proving
thing.
it, but also it's unnecessary to do so. It just feels like
What, you
you're
were
crossing.
fucking with somebody else?
Oh, I'm asking you. So you're saying I'm being a pussy then? I'm being a
yes,
pussy.
yes. What do you care?
I just think it's very strange. That's all.
She may have wanted it to be like proven though.
Dave said it. Dave yelled. He did his video. He mentioned that.
Yeah, when Dave
10-minute
said
video.
like people think I fucked her. Yeah, that was very
Yes,
weird. Just and I
but
said that was weird to say. I said that was weird.
Well,
to
but
say
he
as well.
said it.
Yeah. Yeah, but you don't have to like keep rehashing it. Like he is your boss. He is the boss.
What are you?
right?
What is wrong with you?
I'm
Why
just.
are you
I guess I'm being a pussy about it. That's all. That's fine.
Who cares? I don't even
Yeah.
care if they are. What do I care?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did we heard? Did we heard from Chickenfry as a representative of the sisters? Have we heard?
We have not
What
heard.
am I going on, BFF?
We have not heard from. They were excited about the idea, but nobody has reached out to us, presenting it as an option. Unfortunately.
Fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay. Just as long as sisters know, I'm whenever they whenever that's and I'm starting to cramp a little bit this morning, so I think our latest menstrual cycle is about to start. I'd say probably this afternoon, which means I'll probably cry during the reunion.
Oh,
I would think it might be perfect time.
emotions
Could
could
you
run
muster
wild.
up fake tears? Could you do it?
Yeah, I mean, it would be like, as an actor, I always think of that. Could I, because I was listening to the interview with Paul Giamatti, I remember last year. He was on that Scott Feinberg one, the awards one where they all
Oh,
go
the
on.
round table, yeah.
There wasn't even that one. It was like an individual one. And he was like, you forget, like, day actors. He's like, some day actors have to come in and just, like, cry. Like, it's one thing if it's me or if it's Killian, but, like, somebody's just there for the day. They drive in the morning from their apartment, and they have to fucking cry on cue. Could I cry on cue today? Maybe. Have to be the right. I mean, Klemmer cried in Surviving.
What's Tom
I didn't
Cruise?
cry.
Clemmer did cry in Surviving.
I didn't cry.
He did.
He cried.
He got caught, but he did.
It's not true.
Oh, that one where you took out, you wiped your eye, took off your glasses.
No, it was more like one of the like it was like like that. I really didn't cry. I swear to God. I would.
Why are you?
I cry. I'll cry at the drop of the hat with like movies and stuff. I cry.
What's the last movie you cried in? You go cry this Saturday?
It's a Wonderful Life.
SZA?
I don't think so. Maybe, who knows?
What'd you say? What was it?
It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, I mean,
I cry every year. Makes me cry.
it's a great movie.
No, I do cry a lot. I did not cry that day. I was frustrated. I didn't cry.
Okay.
Did not cry. Sorry.
Public doesn't believe you.
Okay, that's fine.
You're fine with that? Okay.
I can't control that. I can only say what happened.
What do you think? What do you think this reunion will be? Fireworks? Understated? Who knows?
I mean, oh god, I don't know. It's like saying things without. It's like walking a tightrope. There could be. I think there's more potential than last year.
Oh, for sure.
I think there's more lingering things
Yeah.
than last year. Which that's not like a spoiler. I mean, you literally, if you watch on Name Show, you saw that last
Not even
week.
close,
So
yeah.
I think there's more potential than last year, and I also think there's more potential for kind of, even if it's not explosive, funny back and forths. And
Yeah.
I mean,
so too.
yeah, like you, for example, you had your mic drop on a name, but you haven't. I don't think you've talked to like Dave since then.
I saw him at Stanko's thing yesterday. At Stanko's
Oh, that was you.
service.
Yeah.
But we didn't talk.
Yeah, so I mean, there could be some funny things like that.
Yeah. Like funny things like Stanko service?
No,
Oh, yeah. That would be.
Clemmer and Dave face to face. I
imagine
don't know.
not very funny.
Yeah.
No, it's awful.
Oh,
So
that's
sad.
so
such
fucking
a
brutal.
good guy too. Like such a hard worker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't like you though.
We talk movies a lot.
That's what. Yeah. He mentioned to me he didn't like you.
He was
I never really got to know him. He's a great guy.
really good guy. Yeah.
That's terrible.
That whole team is very Pete's team. They're all very good.
Yeah. Good Barstool crowd show up for this.
a much bigger turnout than I would have thought.
Good.
Honestly,
Yeah,
like
'cause
it
he
was
from upstate. No, I mean,
Yeah, he's from Connecticut.
Okay.
The service was in Rye.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
So you could just get on the train and go. So, but like even so, like I was shocked how many Barstool people there. Like almost everybody from New York.
Good.
Yeah.
Good for them. Yeah, because you seem like a good kid.
Yeah.
Awful. What else do you guys have, Dave and Justin?
You saw this whole like Marchand, Rich Keefe thing over the weekend. Now Rich Keefe thinks that somebody showed up to his house and smashed his mailbox. Did you hear that
was me.
yesterday?
You know what happened on Saturday? And I wonder if the two are related. My mailbox got smashed. Mailbox got knocked down. What? So there's a slim chance.
So somebody was so irritated with his take that they showed up to his house and smashed it.
I don't think Rich's hand. It seems like Rich a little. I mean, he clearly got fed bullshit. Like that's just wrong.
Yeah, I would think so. Just because Marchand like came right out and defended.
Yeah, I mean,
the
talking to
situation.
people, even last night at dinner, like it's definitely not correct. Like the thing is, he's broken a few Bruins stories.
Yes.
So with this one, I was saying this to somebody like, if you break stories, like I think he broke a lot of like contract stuff, Rich. I think when you start doing this guy doesn't like that guy's story, you're not gonna. That's very tough one because you can't prove it.
Right.
You can't. But the other side.
I was gonna say that they can't prove that.
Correct. The flip side is you can be like, oh, of course you're gonna say it.
Yeah.
So it's like, but I think he got duped on it. Not even duped. I think the guy who told him, or whoever told him, was probably caught up in the moment. Like something had happened. And he got super panicked. But yeah, that was just a weird one.
If he's getting stuff from contract stuff, was it someone in the front office who maybe is trying to split those two apart? Does that make any sense? You know what I'm saying? Is if it's the same source?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. I mean, but yeah, very just a strange, weird. Yeah, but I mean, there'll be no repercussions or anything. It'll just whatever.
I don't think there's. But should they be like?
No, I like to see him get fired because
right. That's a whole different.
But, I mean, yeah, no, terrible radio personality, but yeah, I mean, it's the first time I paid attention to him. Really,
I never liked Rich Keefe. I never liked Rich Keefe, but it's the first time I've thought about him in like a year and a half.
Oh, same.
I feel like he's completely. Obviously, I'm not the area anymore, but
time slot, midday, afternoons, nights. He's a failure. He's a terrible radio personality. He's another one. Like, we could use him today because he was blubbering away at that sensitivity training. Like, hey, you're so mean to me. Shut up.
He's shitty to Mike too, right? Did you want to fight
yeah,
Mike?
That's right. He was getting in a fight with Mike. I forgot about that. That's true. What do you got there?
That's like a protein shake.
Oh, where'd you get it from?
Smoothie King.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What else, boys? I got to wrap this up quick. It's a quick show there because I got to do this thing with.
I brought a game.
Oh, you brought a game?
I did.
Oh, yeah, you did say that. That's right.
I did. It's not my best game.
Dave, go ahead.
It's a game.
All right.
Even Dave sounds disgusted by this game. Who's in Friday with me, Dave?
Friday is it's Steve's show. Yeah, at Steve's show.
With Mike or just him?
Oh, it's got to be with Mike. I
Yeah,
believe
Mike's in
Yeah.
both days.
Yeah.
What do you mean both days?
You said Thursday, Friday's available.
No show Thursday.
No show Thursday.
No.
Got it.
No show Thursday. Go ahead, let's hear the music.
Boston Joe's going to be furious.
What's that?
Boston Joe traveling in for that day. That's all right.
Is that the guy who traveled?
Yeah.
Let's see if we can do Friday.
Good point. Yeah, got it.
It's fucking unbelievable.
We just learned of the Thursday thing. We just literally just
but
now.
right there, immediately like, oh, well, he can't go on. It's like, well, there are alternate options. You don't even
I
consider
just
them.
got to digest it. That was literally that was 10 seconds after you said it. Let me
It took
digest.
me 1 second to think of
Well,
it.
you're much smarter
Good.
than I am, obviously.
That's true. All right, play the music, Dave. That's what your kids for. Get the fuck out.
You got it.
Can you hear it?
No, but go ahead.
It's playing.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
Okay.
Jeff,
This happened last time.
Give us some music, Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is called the Hall of Fame game. I know you like the Hall of Fame from Jeff's show, Geniuses. So this is did these players get 5% or more? Basically, did these players ever get a second chance on
The old cutoff, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Is that still the cutoff or no?
Yes.
Yes. Who you vote for this year? Who's in your ballot?
I have Billy Wagner, last year in the ballot. Ichiro, Sabathia, Andrew Jones. And then these last two, I like Bobby Abreu a lot, so I vote for him.
He's going to keep going up, I think.
And then Carlos Beltran, but I don't know how I don't know if that's good. He cheated, and I have a problem with it.
Wait, is it Ichiro's first year?
Yeah, and
okay.
Sabathia's.
Okay. They're both getting in.
Yes.
Yeah, Ichiro, I mean.
That site.
Ichiro right now is at 100% tracking.
Yeah.
He should
Matthew
be,
was
right?
at 90. I saw last.
Yeah. They're both 100% getting in. Yeah. The only question is Ichiro unanimous? I don't think so. I think someone's like one of those old voters will not vote
It's
for
also a
him.
little overrated.
I agree with you.
But, I mean, he should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
But yeah,
But he's not. I mean, there's many flaws in
He's a
this.
singles hitter.
Yeah,
Yeah, great, but yeah,
but like
great defensive player.
Tony Gwynn was
Way better.
a better player.
Wait.
Wade Boggs is way better because he played
Wade
third base
Boggs.
and whatever.
Go ahead. Here we go.
Okay,
He's fired up.
so did these players get 5% or more?
Did these players get 5% or more? Was this Eddie texting us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Brian Giles.
No.
He didn't get a single vote.
No.
Uh,
This is a very clever. You get a single vote. Go ahead.
Luis Gonzalez.
No.
He got 5 votes total.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's Every 0.9%.
Every right.
I was excited about that one.
Yeah.
Juan Gonzalez.
Won 2 MVPs.
2 MVPs.
No.
Yes, 5.2%.
Ooh,
And then
so
dropped
he
off the
got-
next year.
Yeah.
Al Leiter.
No.
He only got 4 votes. Andre Scalaraga.
Yes.
No, 4.1%.
Oh.
1 year and that's it.
He should
Big
be.
Cat.
Yeah, he should be.
Yeah.
The original Big Cat.
Yeah.
Also from Newton. I'm just kidding.
Oh, really? I didn't know
Yeah,
that. Wow.
That's true.
Oral Hershiser.
Should. That's like a name wins. I'm gonna say no.
11.2%.
Wow.
But then the next year it dropped off.
Did you ever have a player when you grew up as a kid that you thought was so much better as a kid that when you get older you realize like they were good but they weren't as like growing up I thought Oral Hershiser was like the best pitcher of all time.
Unbelievable for a couple
Yeah.
of years. He actually had 2. He had another year was like what, like 19 and 3 or something.
Yeah, 83, right? Or
Is that
85.
really?
85.
Yeah.
85, 80. But his 89 season was really good.
Really good too.
They just-
He's
was
pretty good with
putting-
Cleveland.
Yeah, and he even had like a decent year with the Mets and like, yeah, he had
I'm
a
trying to think if it was a player growing up. Yeah, because I didn't know, and so I started reading my guy Bill James. Like I thought, like Jim Rice and Andre Dawson were like unbelievable players, that kind of thing. Then you start you're like, oh, they weren't. They were good. Like when I was a kid, I didn't know anything about home road splits in like 1982. No idea.
Steve Garvey when I was a kid.
Right, yeah, that's
Everyone's
a
like,
great-
this guy's going to
great
make a Hall of Fame no matter
First
what.
ballot.
Yeah, like everyone talked about Steve Garvey like he was God.
If you had told me, if you had pulled Little Kirk Minahan aside in 1986 and said, hey, just so you know, Steve Garvey, Dale Murphy, Dwight Gooden, Darryl Strawberry, Don Mattingly, if you said to him, how many of those guys are going to the Hall of Fame? I'd say all 5.
Yes. Oh,
None.
absolutely. None.
And none will ever go in.
Don Mattingly will,
Maybe.
I think.
And I love Don Mattingly. He probably shouldn't.
I'm with you on that.
Like, he probably shouldn't. But, Dale Murphy, maybe.
Oh, Dale Murphy will get in.
He should.
Those,
He actually should.
Those 2 guys. Yeah.
Go ahead. I mean,
Albert Bell.
yes.
Yes, 7.7%. I thought no.
Look at his numbers. He should be in.
I think steroid guy potentially.
But, but there's no proof of that.
There's no proof.
All these guys do is vote for steroid guys.
There's no proof.
now.
And then his career ended not because of that bad hip. So.
Yeah, but his numbers are crazy.
No, but I'm saying like almost like injury. It was
Yeah.
Koufax, Puckett is precedent. William McGee,
No.
5% on the dot, and then it got knocked off. And then the last one. This is a great game, by the way.
It is a good game.
Dennis Martinez.
This is a game, Dave?
Definitely, it's a game. It's a game.
Dennis Martinez. El Presidente.
No.
3.2%.
There you go.
Had 240 wins, right?
He did. He pitched forever.
Yeah.
Huh. There you go.
That was probably even better too with the music.
That's true. I mean, you get to
Oh, yeah.
experience the music.
Which
now.
it just doesn't work with her. But I don't understand.
Very
It's
quiet.
not the guy's fault.
It has to do with the echo cancellation. If we turn off echo cancellation,
Well, I
you
need an
just-
explanation, Justin. It's not even what that is.
Dave played. Remember the first time I brought a game? Dave played the music, and it's great call by Dave Coleman.
Yeah.
He's always got great producer instinct.
That's a pretty
Thank
good
you.
one.
Appreciate
The
that,
song
Chris.
that's still stuck in my head is that Sportsbook Live song. I hear it over because of that thing I made for the live show,
Oh, that's right.
and so it's just. I watch that every.
You watch every one, right?
Just yeah.
I
heard
watched-
Kate-
I dipped in and out. I couldn't watch every one. That's torture yourself, Jeff.
Remember, Kate and I went to visit St. Lawrence. She wanted to go visit there. We went up there on a Thursday, toured on Friday. And we were having dinner way up by the Canadian border, and like I was like having dinner. I was like, "We gotta watch a couple minutes." She was like, "You're still friends with this guy?" I was like, "Yes, I don't know."
That Aiton guy was the most unlike. That's why.
That's honestly that's part of why I like
like
listening to it. He was such a
Oh.
raging asshole.
Awful.
Great asshole. I mean, is Mud Herd back from the Bomber? Is there gonna be a season 2?
Remember he was talking to like, oh, it's just going to start at 10. We're going to do a lot more, and it sounded like it was going to be this whole.
Been gone now for how long? 2 months?
Yeah, no playoffs. You don't be watching the playoffs, so why do it?
That's a good point. It was so funny last week. And Mutt that came out. And he fucking gave his recap of Mayo getting fired. Yeah, was that? Yeah, it was last Friday, right? He got fired the Monday after.
Yes.
Yeah, it was like 4 days later. Mutt's waiting on the fire.
Yeah. That's
It's like this week, Friday, right, Dave? Mutt will talk about the Rich Keefe thing.
Yeah, he has to. Yeah, and he's a big Rich Keefe guy, by the way, too. He'll
The
defend him.
Patriots, I know. The Patriots hired a coach. That's the other thing I think helped Rich a lot from a Boston perspective. That got swallowed once the Vrabel thing happened.
Right.
what does Mutt do every day?
You just put this together. What'd you do? You haven't jumped for a fucking year.
Yeah, I did.
What
dogs,
did you
right?
do? Sat there and roll around with your dog.
Yeah.
In the movies.
Yep. Went to the movies. Well, I was,
by the way-
I will say so. I was doing your show. I would, at least, so at least I would try to prepare for it and stuff like that. I had something to at least, but Mutt has Mutt doesn't even have that anymore.
No reason to live. None.
I can't imagine what I would imagine if you, I'm trying to put myself in Mutt's shoes. Like,
You
if
got
you
banned?
banned me from the show and I had nothing else in my life, really, professionally.
You will not complete this movie mission.
Oh, yeah, I will.
And you'll just fuck up. Like you'll go. You'll.
Oh,
make
that
a
might
mistake.
happen.
A movie will go by. To me, it was 1,000 views. You have to see it that opening weekend.
I'm trying to, because also
What's the point?
well,
of
it's the
activity?
point is just to see
You
movies
wait,
and
but-
blog about them. But
If you wait 3 months,
what it is a weekend where I just can't do it? I have something going on.
That's the whole point, though. We've done this 5 million times.
I never said this was going to be some great endeavor. I'm just trying to find a way to keep blogging about movies.
So you're gonna see the werewolf.
Werewolf is Thursday, and SZA is Saturday morning.
There's never gonna be more than 2 or 3 on a weekend.
I know, but there's a weekend I can't. Life shit.
Here we go again, though. Like,
I never said this was going to be a giant endeavor. I never once said this is going to be like a great.
that's so impressive, though. If you
It's
see, like,
fascinating. You didn't see Gladiator 2, right?
No,
That's incredible that you didn't see.
I didn't like Gladiator 1.
But I'm just saying the fact that you didn't see it last year in your project this year.
You would have to see it.
Yes, of course. But that's also a way to kind of kick myself in the ass to go see more movies.
But see, that's why.
Why do you need that kick in your ass?
I don't
It's just playing a movie.
But okay, The Wolfman. The Damned. I wouldn't have seen that if I
How did
didn't.
it change your life?
It was just a good. It was like, it was a pretty entertaining movie. I'm glad I saw that.
I feel like
See in the front row?
For that one, no. I did for Den of Thieves too. Ken Jack and I saw it, so I got my ticket to support Ken Jack. I sit in the front row with me.
Why?
I said we could move back because I already had the ticket.
He's on the back for a real pain.
Yeah, I don't make
How
other
did
people
Ken
go
Jack
through it.
do that?
he should have abandoned you. Yeah.
Oh no, that's not.
Just sit next to each other at the movie.
I said we can move if you want.
Have to sit next to each other.
I know.
Him and I go to movies a lot before we were at Barstool. I think we did one in the one with Melissa McCarthy. My mom goes to college or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
Melissa McCarthy. Yeah.
Look, I've been sitting with you guys for that.
Oh, the Damned I wasn't front row because I was by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, real pain. No, I didn't. I was going with people. So if I go with people, I don't make them sit in the front row. I'm not a monster.
Did you see the Bob Dylan movie?
Not yet. I want to.
Oh my.
I just haven't seen it.
You view yourself as such like a cinephile though.
I saw.
It's crazy.
But there were other movies going.
He hates movies.
I saw the Julianne Moore movie.
Tilda Swinton?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
So there were other movies I wanted to see ahead of that. Why is that funny?
It's just funny, but
It's not like
I feel like
Chris
you have-
Castellani and Jaws. It's like
I feel
these
like
are
you
like
view yourself on the same level like we do, and there's just some you don't see. I'm like, that's baffling to me.
I'm going to see it. I just haven't seen it yet. Is that crazy?
Tell you 5 minutes. We'll be there 5 minutes.
I don't think that's crazy. Just Gladiator 2, I guess, but I didn't like the first guy. I don't want to sit through 3 hours of this bad Ridley Scott movie. I'm good.
He's made a lot of bad ones the last.
Yeah, it was.
If it got good reviews, I would have gone and seen it. Obviously, if it gets nominated for Best Picture, it's not going to. I would have gone and seen it. But I wasn't in a rush to go see it. I think it's a crazy
What's the
take.
title of the project?
Ranking the 2025 movies.
No, but not all of them.
Yeah, it's
ranking.
That's what I mean. Like,
it's a general.
I know, but it's not all of them. Again,
I never.
Well, you just said ranking.
Duh.
If I said to you ranking the 2025
Yeah.
movies, you would think it's all the movies.
Well, it's pretty close. Pretty close to all of them.
It's all the movies over 1,000.
That's a lot. And I'm also seeing movies like The Damned. That's
So
you know what
why'd
that's
you-
called, Kirk?
why'd you see
That's
every-
going above and
Why
beyond.
don't you see every movie released?
I don't want to go see.
I have a
I don't wanna see
proposition
Game
for you.
Changer.
Yeah, but go see it.
You'd have to be in on this with me.
Mhm.
I have a proposition for him
Okay.
to bring back.
Well, of course, everyone wants that.
If you bring it back, though, would you bring it back if we would do it with you?
You guys are gonna go every day too?
No, not every.
That sounds great.
I'm
yeah,
not saying
sure.
every day. I'm saying
But not every day.
if you brought back a version of it, and you and I go to the movies every week anyway.
True.
I'm not saying we do every day, but if we shared at least one of them common with you, and you.
So I go every day, but you guys don't.
Yeah.
What the fuck? No.
Great proposal.
Yeah. Wow.
But you're not doing it. You're not doing like the podcast alone. You always have someone to talk about the movies with.
But you
Yeah.
alternate every day. 1, 2, 3, 1.
Well, I remember when I did Out of Theater, it was every other day.
What if you just see everything that comes out every week? You don't even go every. You say you see everything that comes out every week.
I see everything that comes out every week. Yeah, I'm going to now.
Except,
But bring it back.
Unless it's
unless it's 1,000 fucking like
Yeah.
the movies you actually want to see.
But I don't. I have other stuff going on right now, so
I would get in on that project with you if you did that. I would to talk about like the theater experience.
If you went every
the
day with me,
session.
I would do it with you.
That's not realistic for me.
Okay, not realistic for me either.
No,
That theater
that's
is
right.
dead forever. It's dead forever.
What if there's like a weekly version?
Poor Lock and Key guy.
What? I
Like-
know. Griffin Lock and Key. How much? I mean, that guy even had a parody call into your
Popcorn?
show.
Yeah,
That's
all
pretty
this-
good
was it
promotion.
popcorn?
Was it?
What was
Oh,
the
the pop. I forget the name of the popcorn now. They. I forget. They were right. They were in Salem.
It was just popped.
Yes, I remember
wasn't it?
that.
Was it
Uh,
popped?
Popped.
What's that?
I think it was just popped.
Popped.
Popped?
And it was different, like gourmet flavors of popcorn. They sent a whole box to my house.
Unbelievable.
It's great.
Unbelievable. All right, so I'm back Friday. Any predictions, Klemmer, today, without spoiling?
I can't do that. I don't know. Like predictions for like what?
Just didn't gonna be any drama.
I think if it happened a week earlier, it would have been more heated. I think it's gonna be less heated than.
So it's almost like somebody knew it was time to make a story public. And
No,
in my opinion,
I don't know if that's because that's when the episode aired. Like I think that was.
I guess. I guess, yeah. It's interesting though. Like the other day he quote tweeted the Pat Ford video that Jack Mack stole of Rico kissing. Was it Zarna? No, it was Bin Laden.
Bin Laden.
It's Osama bin Laden.
But Dan never acknowledged the other one that Pat Ford did of him kissing Tsarnaev. Right? Is that right, Dave?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, but
Yeah. I'm just saying, there's a lot going on. So, but I suspect you're probably right. But you never know. You never know.
That's true.
A lot of people see each other for the first time, so it's going to be a potential power. Watch it. Certainly watch Surviving. It's an episode tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, tonight, tomorrow, and then Thursday. You'll see the final episode. You'll see the vote.
Fun challenges to end.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one
Really good. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
the Wednesday challenge
Yeah.
looked awesome.
Mhm.
Like
Wednesday challenge.
some of these like they
yeah.
looked like I know you obviously had people on from the real show, but like some of these challenges were so good. Like it was like
Oh,
it was like
That's
Yeah.
part of the show. Planning the thing is the
Incredible.
most fun part.
Yeah.
A couple of them had to be budget, unfortunately, but I mean they're not cheap. They're
but the
not
thing on
cheap.
the Wednesday challenge didn't look cheap. That looked very
That was
No,
good.
no.
was, like,
The rest of the way,
well-crafted.
none of them are really. None of them. No, they're all. Yeah, they're very cool.
and even like I know it's like small things, but like the puzzle like pieces, like the ones where we had to knock the ball had to hit the pieces and they fell down.
That was good.
Like those pieces were like not cheap. Like they were like made well.
No,
Like
all those are.
everything was like
Yeah.
such high quality that we worked.
Those were supposed to be hung from the ceiling.
Yeah, you said that.
And then all this is Pete said, he goes, it's really cool. He goes, but I'm pretty sure the entire lighting grid will fall down. We're like, okay, we'll move them. That's yeah.
Well, Jeff, thank you. We'll see you in February, right?
Yeah, you said I gotta figure who I want to sit next to, and
It's true. And congratulations on your engagement.
Thank you.
Oh,
officially said
yes.
that. Yes.
appreciate that.
One of the great gay Americans getting. As we saw.
That was he didn't get it. Who was that guy on that day? I was trying to play the fact that I was gay. He didn't get that. He's like, I struck a
Copperdoodle.
nerve. I'm like, no, I was
Copperdoodle?
trying
Was
to.
it Bio Dude? No.
No, it's like I was.
Oh, Copperdoodle, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was a very strange
Copperdoodle,
guy.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah, he
Very
was.
strange guy.
Looks like one of the Beatles.
He does kind of, yeah. That's
It's a cool look he has.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, I do.
Why don't you go with that?
I can't pull it off like he
You
can.
can wear those glasses.
I don't think it would work for me.
I like Bio Dude. Big
Yeah, he had
Bio
the
Dude
better
guy.
hair
That
for
is
it too.
good, yeah.
Like I felt like he had kind of more the '70s look than.
I'd agree. Yeah. It was a good Mick appearance. Mick was in good spirits, I thought, the other day.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was a good Mick appearance. I was
Very good.
concerned about that. It was actually a good, solid Mick. I'm optimistic about Mick right now.
Yep, me too.
We'll see. Mick and Minifans.
I think that's the most obvious and necessary solution.
It is necessary.
Yes.
I agree with you. All right. Anything else from you, Jeff?
No.
Boys?
All good.
Clemmer?
That's it. No, I'll see you in February too.
Yes, I will see you in February. Yes, good enough. All right, we're going to do this with Eddie then. We're going to go. It's going to be a wild day. So I'll keep you updated. I'll see you on Friday. This is basically just a free emergency show. So not even emergency, but just a free show. Enjoy it. Don't enjoy it. Don't watch it. I don't really care. Let's go. Goodbye.